look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Hardin, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at small forward. And for the Knicks, they've got Julius Randle. Elfrid Payton is out there with Barrett. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And and then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Here's Randle, and too long on the shot.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
Now, here is Harden. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Boston.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches. Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Payton the bounce pass. Harkless finds Payton. The shot. It's rebounded by Houston.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And he's fouled on the shot. It misses, so a couple of free throws here, almost the chance for a 3-point play.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
That's good from Tucker. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Quick fact for you guys, P.J. Tucker is the #1 sneakerhead in the NBA, and it's not even close. The man owns hundreds and hundreds of kicks. In the 2018 playoffs, P.J. wore 22 different pairs of shoes in 17 games.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Payton surveying the floor. Outside Gibson. The pass to Randle. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Covington. At the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Westbrook. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Pass to House. Harden outside. From outside the arc, the rebound by Gibson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And checking out the numbers for Russell Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 23 points per, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now here's Randle. He's coming off a 22-point game against Chicago.
And they kept fouling him. It only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
Payton against Westbrook from 13. That shot is off. And New York will come the other way. Payton against Westbrook. Harkless dishes to Payton. Back to Harkless. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
And come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met in Houston.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Now, here's Tucker. 9 points last game. And here's Harden for 3. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Harden's got 5.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
Knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 1. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Payton outside. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Randall. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Hey, the key is confidence, which is exactly what Randall displayed there, taking and connecting.
And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
Harden outside, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Passes it to Randall. Shoots over Covington. Randall no good.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
To the inside, Westbrook, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Taj Gibson picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
The first free throw is good.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Well, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
He's off on the second. Covington's shot is off.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Harkless the pass to Payton. With the floater, and Harkless with the basket on the assist from Payton. Harkless has got 6 points.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. Over in the corner, Randall. He kicks it to Barrett. 5 to shoot. Pass to Harkless from deep three-point range. Also Westbrook with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Out left to the wing. He dishes it to Harden. Back to Westbrook. The pass to Tucker. Covington with it. And a deep three from Harden. The long distance three is Barrett. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hardin. Coming off a terrific season. Tops in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G.A., I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Knicks trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Randall's got 6.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randall there, and he's locked in on scoring.
And Westbrook, here we go. A shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give him a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports is always...
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
You see the quickness from Rivers right there. He's good at probing inside when he gets a chance.
Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by Houston. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running. He feeds it to Green. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Harden. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, you get that shot off.
Yeah, it was just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Free throw good from Harden.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Pass to Randall. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Passes it to Knox. 6 to shoot. Randall surveying the D.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Pass to Gordon. Harden outside. Another miss by Houston.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randall's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
Outside Gordon. From downtown, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the pass to Robinson. Pass to Knox. Robinson down low. He's against Green. For the three. Not going to go that time. And Houston the other way now.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Down low. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Ntilikina. It's rebounded by McLemore. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. The tray. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside Robinson. 1:12 left in the first. Here's Knox. Rebound by Jeff Green. Stolen. Randall with the bucket.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Harden against Payton. Back to Harden. Outside Green. Back to Harden. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harden's got 15.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
New York shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
That's good from Payton. A different look for New York. Bobby Portis has checked in for Randall, and Ellington is subbed in for Ntilikina. And a switch here also for Houston. Russell Westbrook in for James Harden. And both free throws good for Payton. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Rivers. Now Gordon. Fires the three. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Knox, and he dunks it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Green, Gordon out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's House, and it's the threesome. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. A promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Well, Kevin, we know one thing. In New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
And the basket by Knox.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Pass to Green. Outside Gordon. And Houston again with the bucket.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range J. Gordon just measured it perfectly, squaring up and knocking it down.
Outside Portis. Buries the long-range jumper. Portis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense. Well, Mike D'Antoni is a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing a title to cement his legacy.
The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on that one. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
He hits the second from the line. Knicks trail by 5. And there's the pass to Knox. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon has always been a lethal perimeter shooter. When he gets a clean look, he doesn't hesitate pulling the trigger.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Knox. And here is Portis. It's hauled in by Gordon. Outside Westbrook. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Checking out the numbers for Robinson, how he performed last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And he's such a presence for them inside.
No questions. He blocks shots, controls the glass, does everything asked of him and more.
New York calls timeout.
Start it.
And New York making a change here. Payton's checked in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Hardin comes in for Gordon. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. New York, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
House dishes to Hardin. That one wide left.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those. He's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
It's Westbrook with the drive. The feed to House. Missed inside.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Knox the pass to Payton. Here's Robinson. Pass to Knox. Payton in the corner. Three-pointer. Good D by Covington. Houston leading by 5. Bounce pass from Westbrook. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook. 18 points for James Harden.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you got to feed him. You got to keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
Portis kicks to Payton. Pass to Knox. Shot clock at 6. Rockets with the rebound. Harden has a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Robinson with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. For 3, Covington. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Ntilikina. Westbrook against Portis. Over Westbrook. That one off the back iron and out. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Celtics in Boston. That one goes. Count it. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's so
You did
tough.
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the 2. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah,
Give me something.
I like that. For the Knicks, Julius Randle's checked in for Portis. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett subbed in for Ntilikina. Houston on D. They're leading by 8. Robinson dishes to Barrett. New York moving the ball around. Randle passes to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up Payton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Pass to Barrett. Payton with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Westbrook. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Passes to Barrett. Harkless with it. He has 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And out of St. John's, Mo Harkless in his 7th NBA season.
Yeah, and he's coming into his own as a defensive-minded wing. I mean, his offense is still a work in progress, but he's still in his mid-20s. He's got some time.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harkless. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Outside Westbrook. Houston needs to get a shot off. The deep 3 from Hardin. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Tipped away. Here's Harden on the wing. He's defended by Randall. And here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Outside Gordon. With the fadeaway. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. And they double up Payton. In the corner, Barrett with it. Randall against Covington. Randall kicks to Payton. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Payton outside. Outside Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. James Harden is second. 4th, Russell Westbrook.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Taj Gibson's checked in for New York. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. And the first one at the line is good.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Good on both. As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
Here's Barrett. And no good that time. Harden with the defensive effort. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Barrett the pass to Gibson. Payton outside. That's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at his scoring, he was #1 on the team last season.
His ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration, that's what makes him a great finisher.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Here's Westbrook. Feeds it to Tucker. The dish to Covington. Can't connect from short range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
Westbrook against Payton. Randle outside. And the foul on Harden. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
1:14 left in the first half of the game. Payton kicks to Harkless. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Tucker.
That's great work on D. At that end of the floor, Tucker never stops working.
The shot by Harkless, no good. Harden outside. Pass to Covington. Houston moving it around. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. A 3rd foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
46 seconds left here in the second. Now the pass to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Tucker can't get it to go.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Here's Harkless. A beautiful reverse layup. Harkless has got 9.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now Westbrook. He's got 14. Top of the key. And it's good off the back rim and in. 16 points for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And so it's Houston, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
One of the big questions coming in is, how do you defend James Harden? He could take you in either direction. He has the crossover and the jab and go. And one of the best shot makers in the game.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got Mo Harkless. Taj Gibson is out there with Randall. Then it's Barrett, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 17-point game. Here's Barrett, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Houston.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
And the first one drops. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
And so he hits both. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Rockets leading by 13. Westbrook passes to House. Now Harden. Lets it go with a 3. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Harden has the super green light. And with his confidence, you might be amazed, but you're rarely surprised at any shot he makes.
Now, here's Barrett, guarded by Harden.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Now, here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Covington kicks to Westbrook. Fades away. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Knicks trail by 16. Payton passes to Randall. Now Gibson, defended by Covington. Poked away and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Barrett. Goes up, and Barrett slams it in.
Great activity there from Barrett. When he ups his intensity on defense, he's a difference maker.
Here's Westbrook, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Russell Westbrook, #1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Shooting two.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And both free throws good for Westbrook. Knicks trail by 16. Barrett dishes to Payton. New York moving it around. Harkless with the bucket.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Westbrook. Kicks it to House. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Payton. Now Randall. Good D by Covington. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Passes it to Gibson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Payton. Hits it from three-point range. Payton's got 7 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it out.
And Westbrook throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Payton passes to Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
The big body, the way Randall moves, draws a lot of fouls.
The Knicks have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. That free throw good from Randall.
And we've seen Randall flourish with more responsibility. He's in his prime and playing his best ball right now.
No good on the second free throw. Rockets leading by 15. Inside, here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Stolen by Westbrook. He can't get that one. Randall with some nice D. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Houston on D. 17-point lead, their biggest. And Gibson kicks to Barrett. Rocket 6. And again, New York turns it over.
And checking out some numbers for Covington. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. Just over 2 steals and 5 rebounds. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 17. Barrett kicks to Payton. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. New York calls timeout. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the 3 tonight.
And so it's New York with it. 17-point game. Covington with the steal. Harden the pass to House. It's rebounded by Payton. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Harkless. 13 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Poked loose. Rockets leading by 17. House dishes to Westbrook. House the pass to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. A 3-ball. Harden no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harkless with it. Payton outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Harkless. New York, no good that time either. There's the lob to Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
I got your help side.
Harkless the pass to Gibson. Payton against Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
For New York, they have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Houston leading by 18. And here's Westbrook. 23 points in the game. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
For Houston, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green is checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. And so here is New York. Payton outside. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. You look at Robinson, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
First free throw is good. Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. Robinson hits them both. Rockets leading by 19. Inside, here's Covington, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
At 6'9", dunking isn't hard for Covington. In fact, he does it with ease.
Harkless the pass to Robinson. Payton outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Rockets leading by 20. Now Rivers. 5 points in the game. Gordon for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
That lightning quick release. Gordon catching and firing perfectly. You can't guard that.
Now here's Payton. 8 points for him. Dishes to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Changes up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, no basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Harden the pass to Rivers. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Ball's knocked loose. Harden with it. Now Payton defending. And that one drops for him. 31 points for James Harden.
Now look, nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. No one is better at scoring through it.
Pass to Robinson. He kicks to Payton. 5 on the clock. Over Harden. Payton can't get it to go.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
There's the pass to Harden. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Knicks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Payton dishes to Barrett. Pass to Harkless. Payton outside. Launches a 3. Rockets with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Covington. Back to Rivers. Kicks to Tucker. Lets the 3 fly. And Harkless pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Payton passes to Harkless. 1:32 left to play in the third. Here's Payton. Payton can't get that one to fall.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. And finished off by Rivers.
And running the break is about being opportunistic. Now, right there, Rivers doing just this and being rewarded for it.
Barrett wide open, he fires. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. That's 7 points for R.J. Barrett. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Knox, he's checked in for Harkless. Ntilikina comes in for Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Payton. Houston also making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And McLemore's subbed in for Robert Covington. Ellington, the pass to Knox. 35 seconds left to play here in the third. Passes it to Ntilikina. Now Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. The Knicks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Robinson, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Robinson's got 8.
If the screen's better, that attempt's a lot easier, but he nails it even with the D still up on him.
Here's Westbrook. 26 points for him. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And the Knicks with possession here. Ellington from outside. That one no good. And so it's Houston ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight. That's all it is. That's all it is. Way to get on the floor. Way to go, guys.
Well, you can see, Greg, he sees the fighting spirit in his team right now.
Yeah, they're playing with energy and purpose. Coach sounds very pleased.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Rivers. McLemore is out there with Green. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Pass to McLemore. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Drops in the tray.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
And Westbrook, here we go. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
The Rockets making a switch here. Covington's checked in.
One shot.
And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Now here's Ellington. He's covered by Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Ntilikina. Misses the 3. Rockets leading by 23. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here is House. Ellington defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Knox, defended by Covington. Will it go? He lays it in. So it's the Rockets now. Westbrook kicks to House. And now Knox running the floor all by himself.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Double team on Westbrook. Left side Covington from the arc. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Knox. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets pull it in. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Poked loose. Here is House from deep. Green. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Ntilikina. He dishes it to Ellington. Clock at 6. Westbrook against Portis. New York, no good that time either. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And finished off by Westbrook.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Here's Ntilikina. House the pass to Covington. And that one, good. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with it.
Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Rivers. Knox misses.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half and only one in the first.
The shot by House is no good.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Ellington kicks to Portis. Here's Ntilikina. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Randall comes in for Portis. Barrett's checked in for Ntilikina. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Wayne Ellington. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. The three from Harden. He doesn't hit that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Payton outside. Here's Knox. He's guarded by Rivers. That one good for two.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Harden scanning the floor. It's House outside. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
Passes it to House. Back to Harden. Here is House, covered by Payton. Rivers with it. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Harkless is checked in for New York. And then for Houston, Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Payton right side, stolen by Harden, and the turnover again by Houston. New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Westbrook with the steal. Westbrook double teamed. To the inside, Gordon. No good on the shot. Randall with some nice D. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Outside Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Stretching the floor with his outside shot. Covington, a true marksman who doesn't lack confidence.
Payton finds Gibson. Now, here's Barrett. 5 to shoot, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson. Four on the shot clock. Barrett kicks to Payton from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gordon the pass to Harden. And here's Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Down low. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Westbrook.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Robinson up top. Payton outside, fires for three, cans it from downtown.
And it's looking like he got his long-range touch back after the break. I mean, that's his second three of the half after none in the first.
Westbrook with it. Now Payton defending. Tipped away. Stolen by Robinson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
On defense, New York. Gordon finds Hardin. Over to the left wing. Here's Tucker. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. And here is Payton. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Westbrook with it. Now Payton defending. Westbrook passes to Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The shot by Harkless, no good. The Rockets shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Harden up top. He's defended by Randall. Can't get it to fall. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Harden. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Russell Westbrook.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Harden outside, shoots the 3, sinks the triple. Harden's got 36.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Offensive rebound. Count that one.
Ooh, this is what makes Randall so special. His ferocity on the boards is admirable.
Now Harden. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just, guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.